Guys, gals, and my fellow gender non-conforming pals, welcome back. I'm C28 and you are you. So, just finished up the third and final day of the first week of Principles of Music. Not much new today. What we went over was dictation with rhythm. Got my notes here actually because I recorded this already and I messed up. But yeah, we talked about rhythm primarily. We're talking about syncopation, about rhythm dictation, and that was pretty much it. So essentially we were going over how different rhythmic patterns of, say, where the snare is can dictate a genre. So like Latin music typically has a reggaeton beat, which instead of dun, 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 basic 4 on the floor, or that one in particular is called the backbeat rhythm. You have reggaeton, which goes something like that. Of course, my beatboxing skills are bloody fabulous, as you can tell. So maybe I'll make a separate channel for that. But that's what we went over today. So the lab today was fairly straightforward. We had another song to chart. We had, not pieces, what's it called? It's a song by Ed Sheeran. Some of you might already know what I'm talking about. Shivers by Ed Sheeran. So we were charting Shivers by Ed Sheeran. And that was very hard to chart properly because there's this plucked melody that messes with my count of the beat. Because I want to count to the plucked melody, but no, you have to count to the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. But no, it messes me up so much. So it was substantially more difficult to keep track of that. But done. I say the only real notes for that is initially I thought that each section was just like a double length. So I thought there was a 16 bar verse and a 16 bar chorus. In fact, verse 1, verse 2, chorus 1, chorus 2 is how it went. Because it did pick up. So that's an interesting thing to note for if you take the class relatively soon, maybe next month, or you're starting relatively, yeah, it will be next month because there's another version of this class going on a week from now. But yeah, that was the only real thing that stood out as we were doing that. And the other lab was we had a set of cowbells in a beat, and then we had to plot where those cowbells are. I think what I'll do actually is, because I want to get really good at making drum patterns for my music, is I'm just going to pull a bunch of songs that I love. Falling by Death Pact. There's this one artist, like XZY something or other. Fantastic music. Farah, Rez, Hades. Yeah, all sorts of like really good. In fact, Axel, you might know Axel, popular for the Ping video back in, I think it was like 2014, 15, 16, something like that. 2016 maybe, released Ping. It was a Discord meme song. But yeah, all sorts of really fun beats and stuff going on. So I'll track those and see what I can do. This week, or this day really, this day didn't have a whole lot that we were doing. We were kind of just solidifying previous knowledge. That was it. Lab was very short for me. I think I completed the entire lab within the span of like 40 minutes when it's typically like 2 hours. So I guess the expectation is that we have a lot of questions if we're new, and people did have questions because the majority of people in the class are not proficient with music, and it's good that they have the opportunity to ask questions. But for the most part, I'm good. I do have questions still that I ask. I like recently learning the difference between a tonic note versus a root note. Tonic note meaning in a scale, it's what the scale or even the key is based on. So like in a C major scale, C is the tonic, but it's not the root because the root is before chords. So in a C major chord, C is the root. It's also the tonic in that scale. But you could play a minor chord in a C major scale because it works. Because C major, A minor are the same thing. Yeah. yeah, nothing else substantial really. Song of the day today was pretty fun. What more environmental, as said it would. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I'll try to do some more vocal work. I might steal one of the channel strips from a previous Song of the Day last month, because I had some really good vocal work done there last month, and I'll probably just rip that and put it in. Yeah, I'm trying to think of more stuff to say, but that's about it, really. Today wasn't too substantial, for me at least. Yeah. All right, that's pretty much it. The only other thing, I guess, is we do have a little test that we have due tomorrow. It should open up later. Actually, it's probably open now, so I could just do it tonight. And I think it's a charting assessment, because we're essentially charting a song. We're gonna see what type of parts are in it. Is there an intro? Is there a verse? Is there a pre-chorus? Is there a chorus? Is there then an interlude? Or is there? And there's not an interlude. He said that very specifically, our instructor. But yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. So yeah, if you got any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you. Unless it's something very simple, like what's your favorite food, and I will tell you that it is Taco Bell. So without further ado, God bless, take care, have a great day.